The episode begins with a huge explosion in the sky. The residents watch in horror as a smoke cloud takes over the sky. Just as they wrap their heads around the first explosion, the second explosion rocks the city. A purple-colored monster is wreaking havoc across the city. The Hero Association is struggling to contain the monster. A bald guy watching it unfold on TV then decides to intervene and stop the monster himself. A little girl cries as she gets lost in the rubble. The sadistic monster then approaches her and proceeds to squash the little girl with his gigantic palm. But the bald guy swiftly takes the girl to safety. Amazed at his speed, the monster demands his introduction. The guy responds that he is just a guy who is a hero for fun. The monster scoffs at his response and boasts that he is far more superior. He reveals that he was formed from the pollution, and he is the Vaccine Man. As he gets angrier and grows in size, he expresses his extreme disdain for humans, describing them as disease-causing bacteria, and reveals that in order to wipe out humanity in the evil civilization built on its surface, the Earth in its infinite wisdom has given birth to him. The bald guy, unaffected by the Vaccine Man's rant and rapid growth, watches as the Vaccine Man towers over him. And with one punch, the guy tears the monster into 1,000,000 pieces, killing him. But surprisingly, the guy is not delighted to kill the monster. The episode then cuts to 3 years prior. A man named Saitama is returning from a job interview when he runs into Crablante, the crab monster. The monster is surprised to see Saitama not running away from him, unlike other civilians. He inquires if he has a death wish. Saitama, unhinged by the threat, reveals that he is unemployed and looking for a job, and that he just got rejected at a job interview. He then tells the crab monster that he is not in the mood to turn tail and run just because he is here. He then asks, "What now?" Crablante says that he is going to let him off the hook, as he is currently busy looking for someone else, a brat with a big chin. Crablante then threatens to rip his arms off when he finds him and walks off. The lifeless man then continues on his path when he bumps into a little boy with a big chin. The kid reveals that he drew nipples on the chest of the crab monster while he was sleeping at the park. Saitama, internally resolving to mind his business, proceeds to leave when the crab monster catches up to the kid. Despite being aloof and apathetic to the world around him, Saitama couldn't let the child die in front of him. He then decides to fight the monster and eventually kills him. The episode then cuts back to the present. Saitama has stopped looking for a job. Since that day, he has been training to be a superhero so hard that he lost all his hair. He now has become so powerful that he can beat any monster with just one punch. Although he has become the strongest, he still feels empty inside. He feels having overwhelming power is boring. He also self-criticizes himself very harshly. He argues that there are no signs of evil in the world disappearing, as the crimes have not decreased since he became a superhero. It sometimes makes him wonder if he has made any difference in the world. It also has started to bother him that as the days pass by, his emotion has grown more and more distant. He no longer experiences fear, tension, joy, and anger. Saitama feels, in exchange for power, he has lost the things that are essential for being a human. He reveals that he does the hero thing just as a hobby, and he will continue to do it as long as he gets a kick out of it. But he has become so desperate for the exhilaration of fighting a worthy opponent that he has started dreaming about it at night. Although a rendezvous with a worthwhile opponent still evades him in real life.